Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 100 of Background Noise. This is a weekly podcast that I've been doing for 100 weeks in a row as of today. From the bottom of my heart, I've loved every moment of this show. This show's really been a gift for me, and it's gotten me so much closer to so many amazing people. There's so many people that I feel like I need to thank for reaching 100 episodes. First, I'm going to go to the audience real quick. To the audience, for all of you that supported me, anyone who anyone who just sits there and watch, you don't even have to be a sub for me to be thanking you here. I just love all of you that watch. You all give me motivation to do the show every week, and I really thank you for that. But then, I also have individuals I need to thank that have been on the show. So first I'm going to go to the guests real quick. There's so many of these people that I wish I could thank, but if I sat here thanking everyone who's ever been on the show, it would take up, like 8 hours. I'm pretty sure no one wants to hear that. So there are a few people individually that I need to thank. Okay, first I'm going to thank Nathan. Nathan, man, dude, you've really been on a few episodes, right? Just a few, maybe like one or two. You've actually been on 67 episodes. You have been on the more episodes than anyone else, and kind of by default, that means you've spent more time with me during the podcast than anyone else has. And I appreciate you for that, man. You even recorded one of the episodes where I was having internet trouble, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, Nathan, man. You rock. Okay, so next person I gotta thank is my good old friend from Ireland. Gotta thank Dave. Some of my favorite moments in Background Noise history have been involved with Dave. Without him, they wouldn't exist. He just has this sort of like brand of humor, and the duct tape incident, and every time he had his webcam on, him hurting himself all the time. This is not like a self-hurt advertisement, I swear. But Dave, dude, you're an awesome man, and I'm glad I met you, and thank you for your time on Background Noise. And then this next person, boy, I sure took a chance thanking this person. You guys hate me, don't you?
Goddamn.
Dude, Chance, alright? You sure are one of my favorite people that I ever met, and you might not have been on as many episodes as some of these other people I'm thinking, but the impact that you've had on this show is amazing, and I really appreciate you, dude. You're really an awesome person who can literally talk about anything. I appreciate it for that, dude. You are awesome. Okay, and then I gotta thank my my shipmate. Skydro will live on forever. I had to thank Sky. Sky, man, you've been awesome since day one that I've met you. And the day one I put you on the podcast, dude, you were awesome. Like, you've always been a nice guy. You're nice to everyone. And this show's got me a lot closer to you, Sky, and I'm so thankful for that. Hashtag Skydro5ever, because 4 isn't great enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so
I'm so disappointed in you.
and I gotta thank a former host real quick. Jacob, dude, you were really here for the show's beginning, and during, like, I'd say the first 50 episodes, you were probably missed, like, one episode or something like that. I didn't do the extra math, but Jacob, man, you're one of my best friends. We've known each other since 4th grade, and I have this odd feeling that neither of us will ever be able to escape each other. So, you're awesome, bro. Keep being you. So now, I've come to the part of my thank yous where I have reached my current co-host. You two guys are something. Something amazing, that is, because you guys are awesome. So, Kat, since the day I received you in your box, you have been the best kitty cat anyone could ever ask for. I mean, you're a cat that comes on the podcast. How freaking cool is that? On the serious though, you are one of the coolest, most amazing people that I ever met. I really appreciate you so very much. You are awesome, Kat. I appreciate that you accepted to be a co-host on this show, and you are awesome. I thank you so very much.
Thanks, you are too.
Thanks. And then Mark, what can I say about you, man?
Not a lot of good things.
You've been here since day one. You've stuck by my side and by this podcast side for 100 weeks and episodes. So, you've literally been like the Iron Man of this show. You really are an awesome guy. Lyrical Phoenix, aka Mark, man, dude, I don't even know what I can say. Like, words can't, like, describe how much you mean to the show, dude. And thank you so much for being a part of this. And you're really an awesome guy, and to more shows, I say.
Well, all I have to say to that is thank you for having me. It's been an honor.
Dude, it wouldn't be the show without you two, and without all of those guests I mentioned. And then throughout the history of Background Noise, there have been many people that made the show possible. I love every single one of you so very much, and I couldn't have done any of this without you. Thank you to everyone. Yep, so I want to say at the beginning of the podcast, and now I said it. So
That was beautifully done, Hydro.
Yes,
Thank you,
amazing,
Davantes.
amazing.
And I literally, because I'm not very smart, so I had to write all that down because I knew I'd forget it.
I mean, it was very well executed, so I
So
would
well
say that it was
executed.
very.
So great. Okay, so we have a lot of things actually planned for this show. As you can tell, Mark and Kat are the only other people in this podcast other than myself. How are you two doing?
I'm a little bit nervous.
Same. I feel ya.
This is a big podcast. Just hoping I won't screw up. But since I'm with you two, I'll probably do okay.
Yeah, and if you screw up, just blame me. It's like,
Or
say
we
it's
could put a
Hydro's fault.
cleverly placed annotation over it.
Yeah, that'll work, that'll work.
Sorry, Carrot.
And, I am super excited and still kind of in awe that, this is an idea that we had in high school, and it's
my
still
God.
going. It's still going strong.
Yeah, so I've told this story on the podcast before, but literally, okay, so before I pitched the idea to Mark and Jacob originally, I always wanted to do a podcast. Well, not always, but since I watched a podcast called Painkiller already, I love that podcast.
I was a little boy.
Yeah, a little boy. Little probably around junior year maybe was when I wanted to do the podcast. Like I had it in my head, but then one day I'm finally look, I'm gonna take action on this. Before school, we sat, Mark, Jacob, and a bunch of our friends sat in a cafeteria, and we sat in of course we sat in the corner of the cafeteria because we're so cool, and we just don't want to be with other people. So Mark and Jacob are there early in the morning, and I'm like, guys, you guys want to do a podcast? And then history was made, and we did Background Noise, basically. Both of them said yes, by the way. I'm spoiler
It's a
alert.
miracle. You didn't have to persuade them at all.
No, I
Well,
didn't really.
he kind of had to, drag me and then put me in front of the microphone, but,
Yeah.
no big deal, no big deal.
Yeah, that's
After
not a
years
big
of
deal, though.
asking and asking and asking, I finally
We
said
said
yes.
Tangled.
Tangled's great, honestly.
Wait, does that mean that Tony's Rapunzel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sounds good.
Wait, am I
Considering
Rapunzel?
his hair length.
Oh, yeah. The audience.
No, actually, he's
won't
Rapunzel
know.
beat right now.
I could.
For the brown hair, yeah, definitely.
Oh, true. Right? Because originally she was blonde,
Blonde.
right?
Blonde.
Yeah.
Feet and feet and feet of
I
hair.
see colors.
But then she becomes, she has a pixie cut, brown. Yeah, so that's basically Hydra right now. If anyone wants to imagine him, just imagine
He's got longer
Rapunzel,
hair than that.
but
He's got longer.
bearded.
Bearded
Imagine the
Rapunzel.
manly Rapunzel, minus the manliness. And then you might get me in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
So we have a few little things prepared to do today, and I don't know which top 10 list I want to go to first. Should we go for the top 10 episodes, in my personal opinion, or the top 10 guests first, impactful guests?
I think we should do the guests first, because
Okay.
Yeah,
the
I'll say the
episode,
guests.
I'm not filled in with that, so.
Okay, yeah, the other one was
Save
the top
surprises for-
10 impactful guests was done by all three of us, and the top 10 shows is actually just my opinion. I could be wrong.
And the impactful guest totally wasn't just done 30 seconds before we started this. No.
No.
It actually took a lot longer than 30 seconds, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It was
Just 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
yeah, something like that. I'll give you that. Okay, so I'm
I
gonna go
ate dinner in
from
between there, so.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna go from 10 to 1, and 10 being you were the 10th most impactful guest in Background Noise history. And then 1 means you're the most impactful guest we've ever had, as decided by the 3 hosts of Background Noise. Number 10, we have Derek. Derek, you haven't been on that many shows, my man, but the shows you have, you've literally kind of taken the show in his own hand almost. You know what I mean? He's done really well in every show, and I sincerely enjoyed the CS:GO Dream Team picks.
Yeah,
That was probably
fun.
one of my favorite sections of topics that we've ever done. And then number 9 is Zach. Zach's just a genuinely funny guy. And I think he was only on 2 podcasts. I could be wrong with that number.
But they were so much fun.
Oh, they were so much fun. You can't tell me this dude isn't, like, born to be funny. Like, everything he does is hilarious. Like, I swear. There's another person on higher list like that, as well. But number 8, we have Ryan, TyKiller38, personal IRL friend of Mark and I. And, dude, he's just a really awesome guy, honestly. And he really has an opinion on everything, really, right? You say that, right?
Yeah, and when it comes to gaming knowledge, no one can beat
Oh
him.
my gosh. If we're talking about video games, dude, he could run circles around basically everyone else we've ever had on the podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a really, really smart guy. And then number 7, I want to say, like, non-filter before introducing this person. But Tomo. Tomo will literally say anything, which I love. Like, on a podcast, you know, I remember before the podcast, the first time he was on, he asked me, is there anything that I can't say? And I said no. Did I regret that? No, I didn't. It led to some really interesting topics.
Oh, God, yeah.
If anyone wants to go back and watch, like, the original episode he was on, I think it went for over 2 hours, and it was only, like, Tomo, Mark, Jacob, and I in the call. And, those are some great podcasts that he was a part of.
Yeah.
And number 6, we have, a little bird named DJ Blue Jay. And DJ's just good at talking, honestly. Like, he knows a lot, right?
Pro talker.
He's a pro talker, dude. Like, and, like, he was I would say, he was the second most, deceitful mofo in the episode 80. Of, I would say Mark. Second most, because,
Because I'm kind of an ass.
And, because, like, I would say you two were the main forces, like, actually, like, going hard in episode 80.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, I got what was coming to me the most recent.
Yeah. Unfortunately, DJ wasn't there, so that matchup will happen again in the near future.
Eventually.
DJ versus Mark Part 2. And then number 5 was someone I thanked already today, Dave. You know, every episode that Dave was in, I would think I was laughing almost the entire thing. Dave could just talk about something, like, normal, and he's just funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember, like, looking back into the old Dave podcast, and, like, he just says something, and I'm, like, laughing hysterically. I'm like, why am I laughing?
It's like, I don't know why I'm laughing, but, like, it's great. I even remember having, this only happened, like, twice. Dave had, like, a book of, like, Irish terms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I remember that. That was so much fun.
It was so much fun, and I wish we could do that. I'll have to try to make that happen in the near future again, but that was a lot of fun. And then Dave is just a crazy guy, you know? Okay, so one of my other favorite moments that ever happened was Dave borrowed a bunch of weapons. Mark had weapons, like, and then everyone started bringing weapons. Like, and I'm
everyone
like,
straight up pulls out weapons. Okay, like, everyone has their webcams on, right?
Yes.
And, like, someone's like, hey, I have, like, a machete. And another person's like, wait, I have these things. And, like, everyone suddenly has their webcams on, is, like, showing off their, like, weapons of some sort. And everyone has, like, a blade or something. And, I don't know, like, I think it's DJ pulls out a pair of scissors.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm sitting there still with my webcam off, because you guys don't get to see my face. Yet. Dun dun dun. And then number 4 might... Okay, so this might be, like, hard for me to say, and this actually might be determined a little bit later, but this guy might be the funniest person that's ever been on Background Race. And I'm talking about Carrot.
Definitely.
Dude, like, Carrot stories, like,
sanitation.
I
still have his address in my phone.
Good.
Oh my god.
Good. Dude, every time he told a story, I was, like, on the floor, like, rolling around. It was that amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember he told a story. Carrot told a story where he was at his friend's house, and he peed off of like the balcony on the second floor, and his friend's dad saw him do it.
I remember that story.
And it was like,
I haven't heard this. I have to go back and watch it now.
it was
Oh
the
my
greatest
God.
thing.
Terrence always had the stupid story
Like-
that always just made us laugh our asses off.
Oh my god, I forget what his teacher's name was. But he had this teacher that like he always did this impression of, like on the podcast. And then just, oh my god, it was like his chemistry teacher. It was great. And then what else did he do? Oh yeah, he also told a story about. This was a really quick one. He told a story about one of his friends came over and asked, "Hey, you guys have a bathroom?" And Karen's like, "No, we have a hole out back." And the guy and his friend starts walking outside into the back. And then he's like, "No, just go home. I can't believe you. You'd actually think we had that." Call your mom. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
And then number 3, has to be very impactful fellow. Especially when he's in the shower during the podcast. We're talking about Sky, of course. You guys remember that was recently, and he's like, "Guys, can't hear you. I'm in the shower." I'm like, "What do you mean you're in the shower? You're on the podcast."
You know, like, one of the best things is when you're in the shower, you have all those, shower thoughts, and they're like really deep. You can have this great conversation. Like, maybe he thought that he had some great revelations in the shower, and you just shout him out in the podcast. Like, yeah.
I'm thinking about wormholes right now. Good for you. I don't know. Sky is very. I remember when he told us the Princess Consuela story. Actually.
That's
Oh god! Oh no! No!
And for anyone who doesn't remember what the Princess Consuela story is, it was like he was in 4th grade or something, and they had to like make up a character or something and do a story about it in like an English class. And basically, long story short, Sky ends up in a dress under the name Princess Consuela. And like he was all for it, like, like
It wasn't against his
it
will.
wasn't against his will at all. He was like totally like, "No, I'm down for this. Like, I'm cool." I love Sky, honestly. There's so many things like, like honestly, one of the podcasts, like I don't remember which one. I think it might have been in the 90s. I'm like 3, 2, 1, go. He yells penis. At the start, and I'm like, forever, the first second of someone watching that episode just say, "Here's Sky saying that."
It's like, we're not going back and changing that. That's permanently the opening.
That is permanently the opening for that episode. And it can never change, and it'll always be on the internet. So, good job, Sky.
nice job. Making an impact on the show.
That's why you're number 3, Sky. The top 10 most impactful guests ever. And then number 2, like, whether it's through topics or just the sheer amount of episodes he's been on, Nathan. There are so many things like we could say about Nathan that I don't even know where to start.
Great guy.
Great guy. So before this podcast, actually, I don't want to embarrass Nathan here or anything, but I showed Mark. Kat, you can check this out later because this is while he went away for a minute. I showed what Nathan's voice sounded like in episode 15 of background noise compared to like episode 98. And oh my god, dude, he's literally like grown up on the podcast. Like he's literally like growing up like before our eyes, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, like, the way that this started was, I was like, we've almost done this for 2 straight years. This was just an idea we had in high school. And he's like, yeah, you want to see, like, where the biggest change is?
Yes.
And it just brings up, like,
Nathan.
episode 15 and, like, one of the most recent episodes.
Yeah.
And just, it listens to Nathan's voice. Oh my god, he was such a baby back then.
Right, and now he sounds like such like almost like an adult now, right? Like,
Adulting, doing adult things.
he started to do like adult things. Dude, I'm so proud of Nathan. Like, Nathan is definitely like one of my favorite people ever.
Oh, he's such a good guy.
Like, and oh my god, he had. Do you remember when he had? I don't know what it's called, but the thing he blew into and it made like a high pitched noise.
Oh god.
Do you remember that? He just was like, and the greatest. I don't think we ever got to do this, but I need to do this. So maybe like next week or something, I'm gonna try to get Nathan and Chance on the same episode, and like every time Chance goes to curse, Nathan blows into that.
Which will just cause Chance to curse more.
Exactly, and it's caused Nathan to go, or, and
Oh my god.
that leads me to number 1, the most impactful guest in background noise history. Chance.
Motherfucking Chance.
Chance. We agree that Chance has to be the most impactful guest in background
Not
noise
necessarily
history.
in a good way.
No, but I honestly think in a
Yeah,
in a
no.
good way.
Chance is one of my favorite guests.
Chance, honestly, like, he's been on like 16 or 17 episodes, I can't really remember which one, but every episode that he's been on, he's made the hugest, like, splash, and, like, always makes the podcast, like, another level. Like, he's one of those few people that you can put on any podcast, and, like, I think he raises the bar every week.
Yeah, definitely.
Chance is one of the reasons why, in my honest opinion, I think every podcast we do gets better. Like, honestly, from
I'll agree with that, definitely.
So, speaking of podcasts, I have a top 10 list that I prepared.
Wait. One second. I'll be gone in. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Okay, so Kat, what are you doing right now?
Looking at the Skype screen.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, what a coincidence. It's funny to see you here. That's weird.
Mhm.
Huh.
It's really odd to actually like look at the Skype screen because, you know, I never see this beautiful ant
Oh, the majestic
radiating
HydroxideAnt.
blue when you talk so much before.
It's
It's
quite
truly a
majestic,
wonderful
right?
experience.
And,
Okay, I'm here.
okay, so Mark is back.
Mark's back, yay!
Yep, and he'll have to rewatch to hear all the horrible things we said about him.
Yeah, we talked about you. We
Yeah, we
did not
told-
say
Well, I
anything.
mean, obviously, I'd be disappointed if you guys didn't.
You're gonna be disappointed.
It's only natural to expect that someone would trash talk you when you leave.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Like-
kind of what you have to expect.
Yeah, you leave the room and you're like, yeah, they're gonna start talking about me now.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the list that I came up with on my own, honestly. And you guys, like, you two co-hosts might disagree with this list, but this is kind of the order that I decided to do this in. So number 10 would be the 10th best episode in my opinion, and number 1 is the best episode in my opinion.
Okay, let's hear it.
So number 10, okay, this one technically wasn't good,
Oh.
but it's episode 1.
Oh.
And because it's just so
It wasn't
impact-
good because I was on
No,
it.
it wasn't
I
good
gotcha.
because we were just like, it was our first try at a podcast, and like
It was so awkward.
I just
awkward.
listened to it earlier today, and I'm like, even the way I was talking, I was like stumbling upon my words, like every
It's
word.
cringeworthy.
It was cringeworthy, but it was the first one we did, and
It was the birth of it all.
It was the birth of the show, and without us doing that episode, this episode wouldn't happen. None other episodes would have happened.
A long time ago, I think a little bit after I joined the podcast, like, I don't know, it was like 1 or 2 episodes after I started being in the show, I went back and I watched a few of the old episodes, including number 1. I listened to 1 all the way through, like, as I was washing dishes, as I was, like, doing chores around the house, and it was like, it was hilarious to, like, get to know, like, Mark, because I didn't know Mark very well.
Yeah.
Like, and I just listened to you guys talk about, like, whether you would rather have, like,
Oh no.
a mermaid, what was it?
No, yeah.
Why?
Bottom half or
Why?
top half fish.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, Hydra, did you say top half fish?
He said top
someone,
that fish.
I think someone
Yeah,
said
no,
top
I remember,
like that.
for the sake of the argument, and to make
For
it
the sake of the
funnier,
argument.
and to make it, like, a funnier bit, I said
Yeah.
top half, even though it's, like, really weird, to be honest, but, I said top half fish just to, like, get Jacob and Mark to react funny.
What do you mean top half fish?
I'm like, that's what I want, man.
It's like making an argument for school when you're writing an essay. Like, you choose the opposite one just so you can try to make an argument about something that you don't, like, necessarily believe in.
Exactly.
Like, just for the sake of arguing.
Exactly, just for the sake of arguing. And for the sake of arguing. Okay, number 9.
Good one. Yeah.
It's episode 31. To be more specific, episode 31, the reason this is number 9 was Dave's window incident.
Oh, that episode.
The episode where Dave, we wanted to know if it was raining outside or something like that, right? Was it rain? Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, I think it's raining outside. Dave, go check. And then he's like, all right, I'll go check. And then he puts a roll of duct tape on the window sill, and then turns his webcam. See, that's how far away the window is. It's too far away. I put a duct tape over there for scale. Were you just by the window? Couldn't you see if it's raining? It was too far.
No response. He doesn't even. He's just like, yeah. See, that's way too far. I could never walk over there to see if it's raining or not.
Now let me go get the duct tape.
Yeah, then he goes get the duct tape. Did he check if it was raining? No, I didn't check.
I actually have that clip, so I was planning on animating it.
Yeah.
I might get to it eventually. I might do it for a school project if I have the opportunity. But I could send you the audio clip and you could upload it specifically.
I might do that one day. Yeah, I might do that.
I might do short animation.
Ooh, cool.
So yeah, that was number 9 on our list.
Okay, number 8. Just because of the significance of it, was episode 52.
Oh, yeah, 1 year.
The 1 year anniversary of Background Noise. We had a bunch of really cool guests on for that episode, and there wasn't that moment that stuck out, but
it was just the fact that oh my god, we've wasted a year of our lives on this.
Exactly. At that point, I'm like, oh my god, 52 weeks straight, and now we're at 100.
And then the month will be at 104 or 2 years.
That would be crazy, man. That's gonna be insane. Okay, then that was number 8. So number 7 was episode 88. And for one reason and one reason only, it's because I said something that I highly regret, but I keep repeating. That's like running into a brick wall full of autism.
I will forever use that to describe meeting a friend of mine. Meeting them is like running into a brick wall of autism.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful analogy.
It should go down in history.
It's in the top 10. And honestly, because when I said it, I feel like everyone was laughing, and then they took a second to actually realize what I said, and then we all went quiet.
Just should we have said that?
No, but it was great. It's okay. It's it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll move away from brick wall of autism to episode number 6 on the list, episode 96. Which is an overall great episode, and it was really serious and funny. If you guys don't remember, I believe it was us 3. I think it was Davantes and Chance.
Oh, that was the best.
Yeah, and we just it was great.
Davantes is going up there on my list of guests just because.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sassy motherfucker.
And him and Chance are the perfect that'll pair. They're both so sassy, and then they can go back and forth, and it's the funniest thing.
It's great. It's absolutely great.
I'll tell you, I honestly, if I could pay them $5 each just once for me to sit in a Skype call with my mic muted and them to have a 5-hour debate on something, that would be the greatest thing ever. I would totally do that.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Most popular video on your channel.
Yeah, right. For sure.
5-hour debate about, I don't know, if you whipped cream on your tacos or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Whipped cream on top, something like that. Alright, so number 5 would be episode 27 with the cat story episode.
Oh, yeah.
Where Cat came from. And that's got to be one of my favorite things.
That still has a lot of jokes on it.
Yeah, right.
That we still use.
Exactly. The whole hot dog joke.
It ate all of our hot dogs.
it has had a severe addiction to hot dogs.
I just love everything about that. You don't know how many people I've showed that clip to, my animation, and they're like, "This is the funniest thing," and I'm like, I know, these are my friends.
Right? Yeah.
These are my friends.
And honestly, I have to go, Wheat and I, collaborated so well on that, and it was all improv, too.
Improv!
It was completely improv. They were just both yeah. And then he's like, Hydro, take your turn. Alright. So I received Cat in a box, but they didn't want to ship it to me, and I thought it was really weird, because why wouldn't they ship me a box?
Uh-huh.
And then I shake the box, and it goes, "Meow, meow!"
It was just the most beautiful thing. Like there's no pauses in your like speech.
No.
You're not like thinking about it. You're just like bam, bam, this.
And what was funny is when you first like started, it was like, "Hey, Mark, have I ever told you how I met Kat?" No. And I thought it was gonna be like a serious story.
Exactly.
And it's just, like that started. Guys, like what?
Okay, that was honestly one of my favorite things that's ever happened. to
It
the
was
podcast.
great. I loved every second
Yeah,
of it.
I did too. So episode 4, I actually kind of cheated with this one and put 2 separate episodes in one. I put the survival episodes as number 4.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I had so much fun, just having those be done.
I mean, I don't feel like they're separate. I just feel like they were just one big mess.
Yeah,
You gotta put them together.
I kind
No,
of
I mean,
yeah.
like, it's pretty obvious why I got voted off first.
Yeah. So it's like they were completely correlated. Like episode 80, Mark destroyed everyone. Like
And
literally
everyone hated me for it.
everyone. Like seriously, he like I like you could watch it back and then watch the end of it. Like Mark literally manipulated everyone so beautifully, but the repercussion was episode 99. He did get voted off first.
I got voted off. Done.
Been done. But he did have that episode 80 where he was the king.
That was fun.
That
I
was-
had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, definitely. And so episode 72 is number 3, and the reason it is, so I don't know if you guys remember. So this is actually just a Cat one, honestly. So episode 72, we had a bunch of people that were supposed to be on, but none of them showed up other than Cat and myself. And I was like, Cat, what do we do? And you're like, let's talk about anime. And our anime talk that we had on episode 72, honestly, might be one of the favorite things I've ever talked about in the history background noise.
Neat.
I just really,
Neat.
really
I never would have
enjoyed
expected that to make your list. Like I was like, this is just anime. Like what the heck?
Yeah, I
ranted about stupid stuff for like over, I don't know, 40 minutes.
yeah, but like that conversation we had about anime really like was one of my favorite segments probably of ever, like in Background News. That's why I made it to number 3. Like I sincerely enjoyed that segment because no one was over talking each other, like, or talking over each other, because it was just us, like, and that's why I like even having just the 3 hosts in like this episode. And then episode 2 is episode 44.
What was
Story
episode
time
44?
with Carrot.
Oh, God,
This-
yes.
That by far is gotta be number 2 because oh my
was
god,
great.
it was the funniest episode I think we've ever done.
Probably.
And Carrot and Zach were both on the same show.
Yes.
And those two together, oh my god! If they could do stand up together, and I would pay so much money to see it.
I'll agree with you completely.
They were the funniest 2 people to ever have on that show,
Definitely.
and I just loved it so very much. So many great stories. The cleverly placed annotation joke comes from that episode as well.
Yes.
Where Carrot showed his address, and instead of actually in the editing process blacking it out, I just put an annotation on YouTube over it, so which you could exit out.
And see his address.
You can see his address. So
If anyone wants to send Carrot some fan mail.
or hate mail. No, I'm kidding.
No, not hate
Not
mail.
hate mail.
Carrots do not
He's a
send it.
really
Although if you want to
nice
send
guy.
you dick pics, go for it.
He might be into it. I can't really tell you he's not. And then I'll be honest here. My favorite podcast, I kind of cheated here. I put episode 100.
Well, my goal for the rest of this podcast is to make it as bad as possible.
No, but because the reason why I actually made this list last week, and because we are literally recording history right now. This is the 100th week we've done this podcast.
Man, we have no lives.
Right? Especially me, because I've been on 100 straight weeks of podcasts.
Yay!
Holy crap!
This is so much nostalgia for me. I don't
I
think I
could
can
have had a
take it.
social life. I could have learned to do so many things in this time.
Every Saturday from 7 to 9, you could have been out doing something, but no.
Yep.
I mean,
You stayed
Tony,
inside.
Yep.
Tony, that's minimum 100 hours. that you
Minimum.
use. Minimum.
Minimum. And in all reality, it's probably closer to 200.
Probably played more
maybe
seasons.
like 230. Like, there's so many hours I've put into this podcast. It's ridiculous. And episode 100, honestly, to me, like, this episode is right now my favorite episode because we've made it to 100.
Yeah, buddy.
We did it.
And this has been fun so far, actually.
I've had a
so.
lot of fun with this as well.
I think I've been smiling this entire
I have
time.
been too,
Like,
honestly.
I have all this like warm feeling in my heart for all these people, all this stuff that's been happening. Like it's
I've
too
loved
much,
every
too
second of
much.
I've loved every second of this episode so far, to be perfectly honest. And, maybe if the episode sucks, I'll drop that down a few, We'll revisit. Revisit the list. So I think it's about time to move into the first ever Background Noise Awards.
Woo!
Okay. Okay, so we have a few categories here, and we're gonna decide who the winner is right now. We didn't predetermine these. We're literally gonna vote on them right now, and we're gonna debate them probably. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to start with. Let's start with. I guess we'll start with the first one we came up with. The best debut of a guest? And I have 4 people written down for this. We have Dave, Nathan, Carrot, and Chance. So, do you guys have one that sticks out in your mind?
I only remember the Chance one.
Okay.
To be honest.
And
So
honestly,
you're gonna have to
just
go over the other one.
Well, Dave and
as
Nathan.
bad,
Yeah, go ahead.
as bad as it was at the time, the Chance one is it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was really good.
Yeah, Carrot's debut, I'm pretty sure, was episode 44. And then Nathan and Dave debuted on episode 15, and they were... Whoa, Mark, what are you doing, man?
I
Mark.
have no idea.
Okay.
Well, what just happened?
You're, like, twisting something, it sounds like.
Yeah, your mic just went.
Now it's not
Yay.
doing that anymore.
My computer's falling apart.
Yeah, it's not doing it
Yay.
anymore, so whatever you're doing now, keep doing it.
Okay.
Okay, and then Nathan and Dave debuted on episode 15, and they were part of the first ever internet friends to be on the podcast.
Okay.
But
I'm tied between Chance and Carrot.
honestly, my vote is
I'm gonna have to go.
I'm voting Chance.
Same. I think I liked Carrot's. Like Carrot had like an entire episode,
Yeah.
and everything in that episode was really great.
Yeah.
But like Chance, the first thing that he said, man.
He just put himself in a hot water and dug grave
Oh
himself.
man, that could have gone really bad.
It could have.
Yeah.
And
So, do we dare remind the audience what happened?
oh, Mark, why don't you tell this story?
I can't wait. Okay. So, this is not only the first time I've ever been in a podcast with Chance, but the first time I'd ever spoken with Chance, period. Like, Hydro was just like, hey, I have this internet friend, he's coming on for the first time, it'll be funny. And I'm like, okay, sounds great. And I brought my girlfriend with me. And so she was on the podcast with me. First thing that Chance, directs at me, it was maybe 5 minutes in, something like that.
Maybe.
Maybe. First thing he turns and says to me, he's like, so, Mark, you, fucked your girlfriend yet? And it was literally just, I looked at my girlfriend, she looked at me, and just exit call, and that was it.
The amount of, convincing I had to do to get Mark and Rachel back in that podcast.
It was
a lot.
hilarious. Which is funny now, because Chance is a good friend of mine now.
Exactly.
But just at the time, I was not prepared for that.
Yep. It was so that's why Chance has won the best debut of a guest award because of that moment.
Congratulations,
He
Chance.
fucked up.
Congrats, Chance. Congrats, my man. Okay. So this category, I'm quickly just gonna award it to the only person I can think of for it. The most helpful guest, I'm giving to Nathan, because he recorded an episode of Background Noise for me. So
Yeah,
Nathan
I
wins most
completely agree
helpful
with that.
guest.
That's to you, Nathan.
So Nathan,
Woo!
Nathan has won an award for that. I'm trying to figure which one. Okay.
We're gonna print trophies out for these people and send them.
Yeah,
in the
if you want to, Cat, go for it.
Whatever you say, Cat.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to jump to the guest that is great all around. And the 3 people we have for this one, we came up with is DJ, Nathan, and Chance.
I'm honestly going with DJ on this one.
I'm actually voting DJ as well. And Cat.
Well, now I'm the person.
You vote
Oh
whoever you
man,
want.
this is a lot of stress for me because I can't oppose this because you guys are gonna. I guess it's majority wins maybe.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, who are you gonna say? Who
Honestly,
are you gonna say?
all of those people are really great,
Yeah.
and they all really added like a
Ton
lot.
to every episode they're on.
Yeah. And I mean, Chance can't win everything, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was Chance, Nathan, Dave.
No, DJ.
DJ.
Yeah. What was it? What were all the people?
It was just Nathan, Chance.
That
and
was
DJ.
Chance, Nathan, and DJ.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Chance can't win everything, and Nathan's really great, and DJ. I think DJ talks a little bit more than Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan adds like a little charm to everything, but DJ adds more like solid presence to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, Nathan has that little bouncing ball.
He does. I am going with DJ still, so DJ wins the
Yeah.
best all-around guest award.
Yes.
Okay, so who's the most Asian guest we've ever had on the show?
Derek.
Derek, Chance, or Dave? And spoiler alert: Chance and Dave aren't Asian.
I'm going with
So Derek wins.
Dave.
Derek
This is a-
wins.
This is a really, really hard decision, guys.
I'm voting for Dave.
I already awarded it to Derek.
I'm voting for Dave. So no, Derek gets it.
I
Yeah.
already wrote his name down. Don't do this to me, Mark.
I mean, it's not like we came up with this
Just to
so
give
that
Derek an
could
award.
win something.
Actually, there's a second category Derek's probably going to win too. Let's go to that real quick. Best at Counter-Strike in the guess parameter. I picked Sky, Chance, and Derek. I'm voting
Derek.
Derek again, so Derek wins.
Go Cat. I think Cat's the best to see us go.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, I do have an argument.
Okay.
When Sky is like in the zone,
Stopping zone, yeah,
he will destroy everyone.
he will. That's true. Speaking of Sky,
That was the only argument I'd be able to make
Yeah.
against Derek.
exactly. There's a category made for Sky, and it's called the most curry consumed in the history of background noise. The options are Sky, Sky, not Sky, and Sky. I'm going with Sky.
I'm going with a Sky number 2.
Alright, I'll go for Sky number 2 as well. Alright.
Yeah, I don't really know any of this guy's works, pretty much.
Okay, so Sky, you win!
Congratulations,
Sky!
Guy.
So proud.
Oh, I'm so proud of Sky.
They grew up so fast.
Okay, so I want to go to... They were on a podcast award. Liberty Prime, DeCrescent, John, and Andy. I'm going to Liberty Prime because, like, I had to look at my list to actually know he was on the podcast.
Yeah, I do have to agree with that fully 100%.
Yeah. He was
Like,
on,
DeCrescent,
like... Yeah.
if you ask me, like, oh, was DeCrescent on? Yeah. Was John on? Yeah. Was Andy on? Obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because I was the one who brought him on.
Yeah.
So,
You brought Andy on, and DeCrescent was on. DeCrescent was on an important episode for me, and then John was on like episode 10, so I can't really forget him. And then Liberty Prime was literally only on an episode for like 20 minutes, maybe, if that.
although I do remember the name, so I will give myself credit for that one.
Yeah, true that. And then we're going to that. No shit, they've been on a podcast award with Dave, Sky, and Nathan. And basically, on the pure amount of episodes he's been on, I'm going with Nathan because 67.
I'm actually going with Dave because I feel like on the episodes that Dave was in,
It's kind of obvious.
it's obvious.
Yeah.
Like, you can never ignore Dave when he's in an episode.
That is true. Well, Kat,
Yeah.
you have to decide and vote.
Oh boy. I don't know. I think I might go Dave too.
All right.
Nothing against you, Nathan. You're great. But since Dave constantly had things to say, whether it was about the conversation that we were having or something completely unrelated, he always said something.
I
So-
agree.
Especially if it was inappropriate.
Especially.
Or about Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator 2, Kat?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's so rude. And then we're gonna move to the easiest to be triggered. Hank, Dave, and Jacob.
My vote is going with my homeboy Jacob.
I'm voting Hank,
Oh boy.
because Hank is the...
I'm gonna say Hank too.
Yeah, because...
I can see it.
Really?
I mean, Hank would literally say triggered after you said something completely inoffensive, so...
And kind of like the... I'm triggered, like that kind of, like...
Not even like
anger.
joking, like triggered, but like triggered.
I don't see. I never knew. I never did. I guess we'll never know. All right, we have 4 categories left, and I kind of want to go with the most innocent next. By that was the guess who is the most innocent, probably person around. So we have Emily, Tibley, Dova, Bryce, and Raisin.
It's
It's a tie for me. It's obviously between the 2 people I know in real life, just because I know them the best.
Honestly, my vote's going Raisin. Because when I think of raisins, all I can think about is cute, adorable animals.
I'm going with Dova actually on this one.
It's solid. Oh man, I'm always the deciding factor. This is really stressful.
Here, next time you vote before me, and then I can be the
We have
deciding
to
factor.
award it to someone, right?
I mean, okay, if you say, you could say someone else, and then we could debate and get someone to change their vote.
Yeah, we could. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I might have to go Raisin actually.
Okay.
There.
Because
So
Raisin,
now we don't have to debate anything. And
Raisin, like, legitimately, is like, I think of him as like an adorable, like, puppy dog.
like when he makes jokes, it's like this like charming little snippet
Right?
that everyone just kind of laughs at.
Exactly. Like, one time on the podcast, he's like, for lunch I eat, like, monster trucks, or something like that. I don't know. Like, I loved it. He's like such a, like, a... He just has, like, he doesn't talk that much, but when he does, it's important.
It's like I don't know, like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb, or Maury from Oran High School Host Club.
Mhm.
Like they don't say a lot. They're the cool, silent type. But then when they do
Exactly.
talk, like everybody listens.
Yeah, exactly. It's really important Raisin talks.
Mhm.
And now we're going to go with the least innocent category. We have Chance, Dave, and Tomo.
My vote. Wait, no.
No, I'll go
I'm
last.
going
I'll go
last on
last.
this
I'll go
one.
last.
Oh, okay. Kat, you have the floor.
I'm gonna say Tomo. I have only known him for one episode, and it was
That's
the survival one.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I'm based on that. I'm gonna have to say Tomo.
Gee, I wonder who I'm voting for. Tomo.
Yeah, I was gonna vote Tomo as well. So Tomo has won the reward for least innocent person on the podcast, and we have 2 categories left. Our Backroomers awards are coming to a close almost. I'm gonna leave the one I think we can have the most debate over last, but the next one is funniest. We have Tomo, Carrot, and Dave. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go first for this one. I'm voting Carrot because I just think he's hilarious. Like, anything that kid says can be hilarious.
Well, Kat,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Carrot as well.
good. I was gonna agree. So.
Yeah, alright. 3 votes to Carrot. Voted unanimously. And this last one, I want to save for last because I don't know who I want to vote for yet. Sassiest. Davante or Chance?
I wish we could get both of them in here and like debate who's the
Debate,
sassiest.
yeah.
It's like a
That would be
sassy
pretty
debate
funny.
about who's the sassiest.
Right? That would be pretty funny.
Ooh. I'm going... Okay. Chance is extremely sassy, but I think in terms of, like, the cleverness of his sassiness,
Okay.
I think Davante has him beat.
Alright.
Okay. I hear you on that.
I guess I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Chance.
Oh my god.
Because remember when he was, what was his name? Rob?
Rob, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this guy guy's so sassy.
So sassy.
And he reminded me of Chance just a little bit.
Because it was.
It was Chance, which was kind of the point.
Yeah.
But Davante, like, I've had conversations with Davante, and Davante can be a really nice guy. Like, he's not always sassy. He's kind of like me in the aspect, if you're talking to someone sassy, you're sassy back.
Yeah. Chance
But
is a
Chance
nice guy,
isn't always-
too.
Chance is just always sassy. I mean, unless you're having, like, a very
If you
serious
have a serious
conversation.
conversation with Chance, he's not sassy.
But he's, like, pretty much always sassy. If it's, like, a normal conversation, or if it's, like, he'll toss in some sass there.
Yeah. You know...
But Davante can be chill.
I'm honest... So, I'm picturing them both at, like, their sassiest levels. And, I think Chance's sassiness is... the most extreme sassiness he can go is worse than Davante's.
Yeah.
So I'm going Chance. I think Chance
Ooh,
is the
Chance! How many
sassiest...
won?
I don't know. So Chance wins the sassiest... Guess what word? Chance won 2. He won 2. Him and Derek both won 2. Yeah.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations to all
won
the
awards.
winners of those sections. And I appreciate all of you for allowing yourselves to be part of those awards. They didn't allow themselves.
They don't even know that they're getting awards
No.
unless they've gotten to this part in the podcast.
Yeah, which they might or might not. We don't really know.
Tomorrow when it comes out.
Yeah,
Yep.
tomorrow when it comes out.
Or today if you're listening now.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, as I speak, you are listening. It's crazy. It's
Congratulations.
what a weird concept. Yeah. You just paused the video, didn't you? Stop it. Let us play. How creepy would that be if someone actually did that and, like, they paused right there?
Well, I mean, I think that it would kind of be odd there, because if they paused right there, then they wouldn't hear you say the don't pause thing.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they'd hear it after they unpause.
Oh.
And I would be I'd be scolding them.
Yeah.
Unpause and then just do, don't pause there.
Yeah.
Oh no, Hydro, I paused. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna die?
Yep, we're all gonna die. So, even though we kind of been talking about this the entire time, do you guys have any favorite moments we haven't spoken about yet?
Oh,
That
I
we
have-
haven't spoken about.
Yeah, because
Oh.
we've mentioned so many already. I'd understand if you guys don't.
I do have one,
Okay.
and it was on the last survival podcast, not the one that I got voted off first, but the one before,
Episode 80. Episode 80.
Yeah. And I have to say, it was when Chance came in immediately
Yes.
off, and he was screaming when you kicked him from the call.
Yes, exactly. That was great. One I really liked, it's when Derek came in and, like, I expected the same treatment for Derek, and that he was actually part of the reason why, like, 2 other people got eliminated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, like,
that was
you and
fun.
Chance, apparently you were in a Skype call with him or something, telling him what to do. Or, I don't know.
We just said who got us voted off,
Yeah,
and
true that.
he's just like, oh, I'll get revenge. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Derek. And then he,
Thanks, Derek.
he's like, our god Mark told us to vote this man off. Get rid of Sky, and Sky went immediately. I
That's how
might
it
have
goes.
rigged it just a little bit because I might have gave Derek immunity again that round. But
Maybe.
shh, we don't have to talk about that. So, you two both have something really in common, and it's the amount of anime you've watched.
Yes.
Oh, I had a moment.
You have a oh, I'm sorry, you have a
Yeah.
moment? Okay, go for it.
Ask
Sorry, I
me.
would have expected you just to say it.
Oh, you guys were talking. So
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
It was fairly recent. Me and Chance were discussing, how we're like, I think it was Rob or something like that, something related to Rob, and how he's like, you never talk to me, blah 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 blah. We never talk, and I'm like, actually, yeah, we do. And he's like, oh yeah, well, you never like put in any effort into the conversation. I'm like, yeah, actually, I do. And he's like, oh yeah, oh when did you last message me? And I was like, just the other day on Kick or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, well who messaged last? And it was me. It was me. And he's like, oh yeah, well what just happened in the conversation? you corrected my grammar. And then everyone like burst out laughing. Like it was one of the funniest things that like he was like so sure of himself that he was gonna win this, but he didn't.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me, I have one with Kat. How old was I when I was 12?
God
Oh my
damn
god.
it.
Just, okay, so, it was like, I forget what the question was, but it was like something like,
Oh, if you could give a piece of advice to like 12-year-old you.
yes.
Yeah.
And then Kat just apparently was zoning out the entire time, and then just came back in, and just, how old was I when I was 12?
No, I was thinking about what I meant to say. Like, what grade was I in when I was 12? But like the words didn't like form right in my brain, and it just was like, blah.
Whatever you say, Kat, whatever you
It
say.
just came
I
out.
don't actually need to say that.
Oh my god. It was great because it just came out. How old was I when I was 12? Cat.
I just, there's a half a second of dead silence, and then everyone
was laughing
cheers.
so hard. It was so amazing. Those are one of those moments where someone just says something. Episode 2, actually. Mark gets like this close to the microphone. I burn things for fun.
Yeah.
After being quiet for like a half hour straight.
I couldn't think of what to say. I'm like, you know what? I'm going creepy. And just lean in really close. And out of nowhere, just, I burn things for fun. And then just stop talking.
Yeah, it was a little creepy, I'll be honest with you. But it was amazing! Actually, no, that reminds me of Mark-related things. Okay, so we have 2. All the stories I make up about Mark revolving, was it Carl the Squirrel and Jamal the Acorn?
Jamal the breakdancing
He was a
acorn.
break-dancing acorn. And that was yet again another thing I just improv and just kept going with.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. And then, on episode 7, when Mark was doing real-life things, we introduced one of the most influential characters in background noise history. Lyrical Phoenix's cardboard cutout.
Cardboard cutout.
Yep.
That is still an ongoing joke in our
To
friend
this
group
day.
to this day.
That
To this day.
We still
I
joke
still
about
hear, oh, well, I hear the cardboard cutout's doing pretty well with the girls.
Yep.
Can I help you? Do you need to bring up how successful my cardboard cutout is, apparently?
Yes. We're just like, yeah, he's like a millionaire.
Oh, so this is an off-background noise thing, but it was when we were at Jacob's birthday party. And Jacob was listing off his close friends, and he lists off a few, and he had one left. And I'm like, oh, and my cardboard cutout.
Oh.
We didn't think that the adults were paying attention, but they heard that.
Yeah.
And then all the adults in the room,
Like,
like Jacob's parents, everyone, just started dying.
Yeah, it was the greatest thing ever.
Because it's something that we just say, like, so casually, but it was just like, all of them are tuning in seriously, and just like, oh yeah, and your final friend's my cardboard cutout, right? And just everyone in the room was dying.
It was great. Honestly.
Something that Hydro just did recently reminds me of another time. I'm not really sure like when this was or what happened previous to it, but like someone said something insanely funny and like everybody was laughing. But here like Hydro, like this muffled laughter because he's drinking his water. He's like like you're drinking water and there's just like this muffled laughter from Hydro. Like as someone says something really funny.
Oh my god. There have been so many things that have been said that I'm just left laughing for like 5 minutes straight.
Sometimes I'll be like in class or something and I'll just think of something that happened within like our podcast group or like
Oh,
in the
God.
podcast and I'll just start like smiling or laughing to myself and I'm like, wait, there are actually people who are, let's not do
that
this
all
right
the
now.
time.
Let's not be laughing with, 20 people surrounding me.
I do that all the
Actually,
time
there's-
too, honestly. Like I'll be picturing like, oh, I remember when the duct tape Dave thing happened.
Yeah, and I'll
just
be like, I'll like smile to myself and be like, wow, Dave.
that was so
And then,
funny.
like, someone, like, I haven't been caught yet, like, doing anything like that. Like, whether it relates to the podcast or, like, something funny that actually happened within my squad group at school.
Squat!
But, like, I haven't been, like, caught by anyone who's like, what are you laughing at? So, I'm just hoping that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting that I'm gonna get caught doing that soon too. because I always
eventually.
I always just zone out, and then I'm just like thinking about like podcast stuff or stuff that happened.
What's even worse is when I zone out and I'm not thinking about the podcast and something funny happens, because then I don't even have an excuse.
Yeah.
It's just I was zoning out and thinking about something funny.
Yeah.
One of my favorite YouTubers, Dan is not on fire. He had this one video called Cringe Attack, and it's when you have like the outward expression of like remembering something cringy, like you're thinking in class, zoning off. You're like zoning off in class, and then you start thinking about like the past. Something stupid, incredibly stupid that you did in your past, like sometime in your past, and then like you're like cringing, and then like on the outside you like smack your head, or you're like, damn it, why did I do that?
Yes.
And everyone around you is like, what the fuck?
What the heck is going on with you? Like they think you're possessed.
You possessed.
Not only do my friends think something's wrong with me, now they think I'm possessed.
Possessed. Yeah.
Sure, everyone loves it when Dan has seizures.
And it's like sometimes you like shudder outwardly, like you'll be thinking about something and you just like shudder.
The power of Christ compels you.
He's like one of my favorite YouTubers. I
love him and Phil. Oh my god, they're the best.
They spin off the other night. Phil is not on fire.
They are the best.
They released number 7 the other night, actually.
Yes, they did.
I was very happy. Ladders!
The only thing I can think of when you're talking about these people is if they're not on fire, then who is?
That's like right when I was their fan. I'm like, why are they not on fire? These guys are fire. Like my mixtape.
What's funny is, you know the show YouTubers React, right?
Of course, on the Fine Brothers channel.
Yes. So, they did Dan is Not on Fire and Amazing Phil, and one of the girls is like, I don't know what Dan's talking about. Dan is on fire. It's like, oh. It was even better when Dan and Phil did the reaction video to Teens React to Dan and Phil.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
Honestly. So, do we want to move on from the background noise moments now?
I believe that is all I have right now.
And if we come up with one, like, during the pod, we can always come back to it.
We've covered a lot of them
We have.
in the, like, previous to this.
Yeah, we did.
I know there. Oh.
Go on.
Okay, I just remembered another one.
Okay, let's hear it.
I can't. I've been thinking about animating this one. It's like when we're describing, like, I don't know, you're in a boxing arena or something. You, Hydro.
Yeah.
Remember that? Do you remember what that was
about? The topic we were talking about was, do you think you can, like, last, like, a minute in the ring with, like, Floyd Money Mayweather? And, like, you get, like, $1 million or something, or... No, every minute you last inside the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather, you get, like, $10,000 or something.
Oh.
Something like that.
And, like, when we were, like, describing what you would be like, you just run away, you just, like, run around the ring, like, avoiding him, and he'd be, like, stomping, going really slow, like a boss in, like a video game.
Yeah.
And then you'd just be, like, flailing your arms. like an octopus,
Oh, I don't want to do this!
like octopus tentacles, your arms will just be, like, flailing around, and you're running away from him.
Yes. Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
That's a good one, too. Honestly.
Okay.
I think that's...
All this nostalgia. It's great. I hope everyone who's listening to this is enjoying this as much as I am.
Yeah, because this podcast has been awesome.
This is fun.
It's been amazing. So, speaking of nostalgia, I'm not gonna go to anime real quick. I'm actually gonna skip to something. Let's play. What did Cat have for dinner? Hot dogs!
What a surprise! I never would have guessed this from you, Hydra. You are so good at coming up with these creative responses for what I had for dinner. Like, I don't even know where you get these ideas. Like, they're so accurate. I definitely did have hot dog. No, I'm just kidding.
They're so abstract, right? And it's a different
I am going with steak.
So I'll guess. I was gonna give you a hint, but okay.
Okay, you can give a hint.
Oh,
give a
wait,
hint.
give me a hint.
Alright, your steak is cancelled. You have guessed this before. A few times, I think. Okay.
Stir fry.
That's not it.
Is it hot dogs?
Alright, we should keep playing until...
Mac and cheese.
Nope.
Pizza?
Tony?
No.
Uh,
Wait, did you say that, Hydro?
What?
yeah.
Pizza?
Did you say pizza?
Yeah.
You said pizza.
Yeah.
That means you guessed.
Well,
Other than hot dogs.
yeah, technically, but we're playing because like our first
We're
round
playing
votes are. I can't just keep guessing hot dogs.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Nah, kind of.
Breaded chicken?
No.
Chicken
Chicken, like-
Alfredo.
Ah, Hydro got it!
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
So proud of you, Hydro.
So speaking of dinner, it
But
is
it
now.
wasn't hot dogs, so he doesn't officially win.
Well, yeah. True that. But now we're moving on to a similar game called What Did Mark Have for Dinner?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, this week we're doing What Did Cat Have for Dinner, What Did Mark Have for Dinner, and What Did Hydro have for dinner?
Oh god, I am so bad at these
Yep,
games.
so Cat, now you
Can't
actually
rely on-
Cat, now you actually have to guess as
Yeah,
well.
this is too stressful for me. I can't take this.
Okay. And
You know how bad I am at the curry game?
true that. No one's good at it though. The only time you win is if you say right now, Sky, you're
Okay,
eating curry
okay.
right now.
Here, I'll give you a hint. It's something really simple and easy.
Ramen.
Dang, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No.
Mac and cheese.
No.
We'll just keep going back and forth until someone gets it.
Okay. Hot Pockets. No.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Hot Pocket. I was gonna. That was my
Hot
next
Pockets.
guess because I know Mark always eats Hot Pocket.
You had that for
I-
dinner?
I always eat Hot Pockets.
For dinner. I'm
Hey,
judging you so hard right now.
Okay, to be fair, I wasn't hungry when my mom made dinner. She made me fish. I wasn't hungry, and I'm like, I'm not gonna have this now. And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, so is there any fish left? No, I ate it all.
Make a Hot Pocket.
I'm just gonna make myself some Hot Pockets.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it is time to play What Did Hydro Have for Dinner?
Something
A vegan
colorless.
cookie.
No.
Who's that the no to?
Cat said something of color.
I said something colorless.
Something color. Technically.
And I said the vegan cookie.
So it's no to both of those because like it's actual food. Like I actually had something for dinner.
No, you just starve
And
yourself.
I just never eat.
Salad.
No.
Damn it.
Give us a hint.
Well, there wasn't dairy in it.
Yeah, there's no dairy in it.
Oh my god, this.
Let's see.
I can't.
It's something I got made. Like I went somewhere and picked it up.
Chinese food.
No.
No.
You ate my family.
Again,
Oh man, that was harsh.
she's a cat.
So you got it made somewhere and then picked it up.
Yeah, and like brought it home and ate it.
Italian?
No.
Pizza.
No.
Would pizza qualify as Italian?
I don't know, but it's still no.
Veggie burger?
No.
Curry.
No. Still never eaten curry in my life.
Oh, okay. Cry. Sky's crying.
Yeah.
No.
Sky judged me. So hard.
Tony, are we ever gonna be able to get this?
Yeah, I'm surprised you
this?
haven't. Like, it's something. I went there, they made it, and I brought it home and ate it.
Ah, what the heck? There's like 5 different kinds of takeout. There's like Indian food.
Okay,
And Chinese
it's not
food
any of
and
the ones
pizza?
you've said so far.
Wendy's.
No.
Damn it.
Is it fast food?
Technically, no. At least I wouldn't consider it fast food.
Did you call in? for it?
No.
So you just went there.
I went
and
there, asked for this, they made it.
then- What the heck?
Chipotle.
No.
That's
Damn it.
fast food.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh my
China.
god. What the heck, Hydro?
You guys are gonna feel dumb when I say it if you don't get it.
Oh my god. We have to get this. Come on, Mark.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to think.
live in your area. Think about the places around here.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Tony, was it somewhere nearby?
Yes.
Okay. Ah, man. Why do I have to live an entire, like, 3 towns over? I'm trying to think of, like, all the places in your area, and I'm like,
I don't know. I don't even know where, like, you guys probably live in this kind of suburban area. I live in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
The nearest Walmart is 40 minutes away. I don't know
my
what people in
God.
suburbia eat.
This is something I eat all the time. Like, it's just easy. It's like, because I don't make it, someone else makes it.
Sushi.
No.
I don't know. This is horrible.
Chicken nuggets.
That's fast food.
It's not fast food.
No, Tony doesn't consider that fast food because it's a real meal for him.
No, yeah, technically, yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Then. What does it start with?
That's giving a little too much away. I think you get it right away. Okay. There are many different types of this. You can basically put not anything you want, but like, there's different like numbers you can order.
What? Mark?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm clueless.
Do you guys just want me to tell you?
Yeah, just say it.
Yeah.
I had a sub.
What the?
Wait, from Subway?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I considered Subway fast food, I did not even just...
So I didn't get it from Subway though. I got it from a legitimate sub place.
Yeah.
So it's not
okay.
fast food.
Okay, I'm just gonna go grab
I
one
had-
of Chance's ropes.
Yep, I had
and,
a sub.
Just, yeah, let me go get one of Chance's ropes.
Oh, I would never eat a sub from Subway. That's not even a sub. That's barely food.
Chance, okay.
So
I'm just gonna
I guess
message
I'm
Chance.
gonna claim victory here.
Yeah,
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
You
How
won.
do you guys never get sub? Like,
I don't even know. I
Kat, have
haven't
you ever had a
sub.
sub?
Yes.
Okay.
Where
How
is
did you guys
Chan-
not get it when I said you can go there? There's so many different types of them, and you can order a number. Like you go to a sub shop, I want a number 7.
Whatever. I never.
Sorry, my brain literally just went straight to Subway. I'm like, no, that's fast
See,
food.
I'm
Doesn't count.
disappointed in your brain because it went straight to Subway. That if subs from Subway aren't good, like you need to go to like
I know,
a
but it's
legitimate.
what I'm used to.
Dude,
I
you
know,
need
it's
to
what I'm used
change
to.
your ways, man. You need to change. That's a bad habit you've gotten into. Cause like subs from like a legitimate like sub
Wow,
place,
wait.
like all of the meat and everything, it's so much fresher. It like
Mhm.
tastes so much better.
Yeah. Funny thing, like, I've had subs. I've had plenty of subs in my lifetime. I have gone to like the shopping store, like I don't know, Wade's Market and like Wegmans and stuff, and my mom has gotten like sub meat, and we've had subs at home.
Yeah.
And we have ordered subs out too,
Mhm.
but I've never gone to a place.
You've never gone to like an actual sub shop before?
No,
Huh.
it's always been like my dad, and he always like takes our orders, and then he goes out and gets them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like I've never been to one,
Okay.
so
I mean, they're not that impressive looking, so you're not really missing out on
no.
much. It literally is like, you walk in, there's sometimes tables, and like you walk up to
Yeah.
your counter, and they make the sub in front of you.
I mean, I've been to like small cafes and stuff,
Yeah.
and I can imagine like it's kind of similar
Sort of,
to that.
yeah.
Kind of like an ice cream place in a way,
Yeah.
but less decked out.
Yeah, less decked out, and it's all just like subs and like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's all subs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What's next on the list,
okay,
Tony?
are you guys watching any animes right now?
Quite a few.
Okay. Are you watching anyone's? Do you have like a favorite you're watching right now?
It's kind of a tie right
Go ahead,
now.
say both,
I mean,
my man.
I'm watching a lot of ongoing anime.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
You can feel free and just name them all, man.
Man, no, I'll name my... Oh, man.
Just use it to start throwing names
Okay,
out if you
my
like.
top four ongoing anime I'm watching right now is
One Punch Man.
second season of Owari no Seraph.
Mhm. I haven't
Um,
heard that one.
One Punch Man, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Second season of Haikyuu,
Oh.
and the second season of Noragami.
I've heard of 3 of those. I haven't seen any, but I know that they're good.
They are all very, very
This,
good, and I
yeah.
highly recommend.
Yeah, that's it. I'm waiting for One Punch Man to end the season, then I'm going to binge watch it.
Yeah.
That's how I
Because-
watch anime.
Yeah.
I have so much stuff about One Punch Man. Like,
It's Caillou the
my
anime!
name-
Caillou the anime!
Caillou's all grown up now,
Yep.
and he's ready for vengeance.
I've seen, like, I know the two main characters. Like, there's the really bald one with really strange, like,
I
facial
mean Caillou.
features. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's the other one with the black eyes and the white, or the yellow colored part.
Mark, I'm going to
Yes.
leave this one to
The
you.
yellow color part.
I don't...
Thing.
I mean, where it's supposed to be white, it's black.
Genos. Yeah.
Yeah, Genos, actually. I knew that. But I've seen, like, so much fan art of those two, and, like...
It's so much. It's so good. It's so good.
I gotta start watching it soon.
Definitely. Like, I've only seen a few
and-
episodes, but I loved
Let's
it.
see. Kat, you saw the first season of Origami, right?
No,
No, you did. Oh my God, that's like right up your alley. Like that.
it's on my list. It's definitely on my list.
That was just like. I'm sorry. I just assumed that you'd seen it because it's similar to a lot of anime that you really, really enjoy.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list. And, one of my favorite scenes that I haven't seen, like, in the actual, like, I've seen the clip, like, I don't know, the girl, she comes up, she's, like, puts her, hand by her ear and, like, listens to the garbage can, he whispers something, and then she, like, kicks him and he rolls down the street inside of the garbage can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's played, like, I've seen it's a Vine, and it's played to a clip, and it's like, oh, hi, thanks for checking in, I'm still a piece of garbage. And it just rolls down the street when he says that, and it's really funny. And then I watched the actual clip on YouTube, and I was like, I gotta watch this.
No, it's really fun because originally, like, the first 2 episodes, I'm like, oh, this is a comedy, I'm not really that into it. And then it started getting really serious, and it's like, never mind, not a comedy. Thoroughly
Alright.
enjoying this.
I'll definitely put it higher on my list then.
I don't know what it is, it's just like, I have trouble watching comedies because I like serious topics in anime.
Mhm.
So it's just like, most comedies I honestly knock off before I like, really like give them a shot that they deserve. But
Yeah.
like, just Noragami, I got up to like episode like 3 and just all of a sudden I'm like, oh god, I'm hooked. And it just kept going and kept going and kept going. What's the one anime you haven't heard of?
That fourth one that you... The first one that you said.
Owari no Seraph?
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
That one's all about vampires and
Oh.
demons, and it's cool and fun. And
I could barely stand Black Butler, so...
don't worry, I'm not really a Black Butler fan either. But it's different. It's different.
Yeah. I mean, most, like, vampire... Like, I know, like, Rosario Vampire and, like, all those cheesy vampire
Yeah,
animes. Like, I've never really been into the whole vampire scene in general. Like,
Okay,
westernized
I
vampires.
mean, that was how I got through, like, my goth years in middle school, so I'm kind of biased.
Oh, my. I remember I read, like, a short story on vampires, and I was so fucking done with them because it terrified me to bits. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, it was, like, this one story about this kid, who really hated his sister or something, and what he decided to do was he wanted to crash his sister's birthday party by getting some vampires in there, because he's like a huge vampire fanatic, and she was like, vampires aren't real, blah, blah, you're so dumb. And he puts flyers for a party all around his town, and like all the places that vampires would, like dark alleys and all that stuff, because he knows everything about vampires. And what happens when the party starts, someone knocks on the door. And you know how vampires, in order to get into someone's house, you have to give them permission?
Invite them
Yeah.
in.
He's like, I give you permission. And the guy steps in. And what the kid did previous to this is he prepped the house with tons and tons of vampire stuff. Like, he put holy water, like, bottles everywhere, and he put, like, crosses and, like, wooden stakes and all that crap. And, so the vampire, he steps in the door, and he's not actually a vampire, you figure it out, because he goes around the house and, like, dumps the holy water down the sink, like, breaks the cross, all that stuff. And he says, all right, everybody, come on in. And he invites, like, every vampire inside the house, and everyone dies.
Yay!
He was not actually a vampire. He was like the vampire's
Human slave.
yeah,
They have
basically,
those.
except like he was on their side and he prepped the house for them to come in and he invited them in and stuff and the kid, like, oh my god, it terrified me so much.
Oh, I love vampires. I love the creepy aspect of them.
I can't. So, I mean, most anime vampires probably aren't going to be super creepy, like in Rosario Vampire. Like
Okay, Rosario Vampire is just, it's a harem anime. That's what it is. It doesn't matter if it's about monsters, it's still a harem anime.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at Monster Girls. That's a harem anime. Doesn't matter if it's with monsters.
Mhm. Yeah. So.
Not that I've watched Monster
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So, did you want to say something, Hydro?
Not really.
Okay.
And, Kat, what about you? Any good anime?
I have been an anime fix. I've been really busy recently, and I haven't been able to watch, like, a lot of different things that I've been wanting to watch. I think the last one that I finished was Himoto Umaru-chan, which I loved so much. And then I think I watched the first episode of Steins Gate, and I didn't love it, even though it's a really good series, and I probably was just being dumb. And just, like, didn't really feel into the whole episode. I was, like, doing other stuff or something like that. I've kind of been watching Soul Eater, which is really good, but I just don't have, like, the motivation to keep watching it. So it's, like, every once in a while I'll watch an episode or two. I don't know, I just haven't really been watching a whole lot of, like, anime. I've been watching Doctor Who a lot more, but...
Oh, God.
I have a lot on my list. I've added a lot to my list, but I haven't, like, knocked any off. I still have to watch Seven Deadly Sins, which I've heard a lot about recently.
Really good.
I still have to watch Noragami. And,
Obviously.
there's a lot on here. Panty and Stalking, Paranoia Agent, Free,
Oh, God.
Akame ga Kill.
Yes, you're
Yes.
finally watching that?
Akame ga Feels.
That's on my list.
Please watch.
Akame ga
Your
Feels
feels
is
will
more
die.
like it.
Yeah. So, I've got a lot on my list. I just haven't been able to knock any off recently.
I can understand. Occasionally everyone has, just a busy phase of just,
Yeah.
I have no time to waste my life on anime.
I
And the
unfortunately
thing is, like, I just waste so much time doing absolutely nothing.
To waste your time doing other things
Yeah.
besides anime.
Yeah. I actually haven't gotten the opportunity to watch an anime in a while, to be perfectly honest. And I'm sad. The last
I've
anime
seen
I
one or
watched,
two.
I just don't have the time. Like, that's what I mean. And the last anime I watched in full was probably Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah,
Tokyo good though.
I really like Tokyo Ghoul.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Season
And,
3 confirmed.
Yeah, I know, I can't. That actually kind of brings me to my next topic real quick. Are there any animes that are coming out soon that you can't wait for? For me, Tokyo Ghoul Season 3.
I don't
Attack on Titan,
yeah.
Season 2.
obviously, but that's been like coming out for the last 5 years.
None that have a confirmed next season.
Oh, okay.
There's one or two that I'm like,
Hoping?
I really hope they announce another season, but
Yeah.
I don't really know if they will.
Sure.
And it always bothers me when, like, in anime, obviously there's always going to be anime that you like that other people don't, but there's one anime that I really, really loved, and they're not making it, and they confirmed we're not going to make another season of it.
What was it?
And I'm like, it's called Black Bullet.
Oh, I think I've heard that one.
It might just be me personally, because I've heard other people have mixed feelings about it, but I really, really loved it.
Mhm.
And it's just like, didn't do well in Japan, didn't do well in America, so they're just,
Scrapping it.
yeah.
That sucks.
And, I mean, there is the manga, but I've never really been a manga reader. I've been more of an anime watcher.
Uh-huh.
But I know eventually I'm going to read the manga just because
You like
I need to know. I need to know.
It's kind of like that with Fruits Basket. Like,
Yeah.
they made the first season and they kind of like wrapped it off really oddly. Like they skipped a lot of stuff and like changed the ending a little bit. And I loved the anime. Don't get me wrong; it was amazing. But I just need more of those characters. I am so completely in love with that entire show that I have to like get more of the characters, more of the story. Like it's not even possible.
Yeah, I was
to.
really upset that I didn't get to see more of the story.
Mhm.
Because I really wanted to know what happens like next to all of them
Yeah,
and everything.
they leave it off and like it's like you're kind of like yes, that's such a great ending, and then you're kind of like but it needed more.
Yeah, it's like but like it could have used another 2 seasons. Like
to finish off the manga, just make the whole manga.
I wouldn't mind.
Me neither. Like
But like
that would be a dream come true.
yeah, I would actually love that if it actually did. But I don't think they're going to, unfortunately.
Everyone's asking for a Orin High School Host Club second season.
I don't think it needs it though.
Everyone just really like everyone who's a fan is like, yeah, I want it. Like it's so good. I need more.
I don't think the story. I think that actually left off in a good spot.
It did. I personally think that it left off like the entire series just rounded off really great. But a lot of people are like, you got to continue the manga, man.
No, I don't think they do.
No.
I understand like people are very like fangirling or anything or fanboying over it, and you know, it ended where it should have, and the story's done. Like there are sometimes I'll watch an anime and I'm really really disappointed that I won't be able to see that universe anymore. But Oran, I'm like it's done. Like I've seen everything I needed to see.
Yeah.
I loved it, by the way. I really liked Oran. It was cool. Yeah.
Yes.
But we don't need any more of it. It's done. What I really wanted, I really want some more. I don't know what your opinion is on this. What do you think about an Akame Got Killed Season 2?
I mean, I like it, but they did have a very solid ending.
Right? Yeah. It was,
so I don't see it as necessary, even if I would want it. I don't feel like there's enough to go off of to warrant a second season.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think it'd be cool to see what happens next in the universe, but we don't need to. Yeah, that's another anime where it ended fine.
I mean, let's look, there's, 2 main characters?
Yeah,
that...
Yeah, we're gonna
don't
stop
have a solid ending?
Yeah, that don't have a solid ending to them, but,
That all the questions that were answered weren't answered. There's only like 2 that really left any cliffhangers.
Yeah. Which I don't think you could do another season off of.
No.
Unfortunately. And I think it's done. And then I'm trying to think of like, obviously things like Death Note done. Like just nothing needs to happen in the universe anymore.
It's like it's cool and it's an awesome universe, but it's not a needed second season.
I kind of feel that way about Avatar with The Legend of Korra.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like,
I was
I've
happy
seen
with
The Legend of
ending of the original.
I haven't seen Legend of Korra, and I've seen a lot of, like, fan art and stuff, and I really appreciate the fan art, but, like, something about the way that a lot of the characters are dead, and it's, like, 100 years into the future, and it's completely different, like, it's a completely different show.
Yeah.
But they still, like, call it Avatar. Like, I just want to keep my memories of Avatar as what I have seen from the original series. Because I love the original series.
I mean, just, like, the thing is, it's like, they realized that Avatar was, like, a very good selling series and, like, very well loved and, like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, hey, what if we do the same thing, but with completely new characters?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I felt with it.
Yeah.
It's something that didn't need to happen.
Not at all.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think, okay, Sword Art Online, like, could have ended 13 episodes in.
Yeah.
And then you could have never made another episode and I would have been happy. Because I'm like, alright, they're done. So I did enjoy Elfheim or whatever a little bit. I didn't like Gun Game or whatever it was.
Gun
Gale. I enjoyed Death Gun, the character, and I like how it did carry over to like it was from like Laughing Coffin But yeah, then like I say this all the time in like anime club and everything, but I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that person dying in the hospital. Like that girl, I didn't care.
No.
Not one single like shred of me actually cared that a character who you introduced 5 episodes left into the anime is dying in the hospital. I don't care. I'm sorry. I
would have liked to see a continuation of the oh man, what was his name?
Which guy?
The masked guy.
Oh, Death Gun?
Yeah, there we go. I would have liked it if the second half of the second season was just more Death Gun.
Yeah, I would have.
Because they did say that there's at least one other person who they didn't catch.
Well, I think they did catch him, right? I think the one person like admits or like, what is the word I'm thinking of? Confesses, and then like they arrest the other person too. Which they kind of, and then they kind of revealed who it was like way too quick.
No, I just mean like it could have been drawn out more.
No,
The Death Gun
no,
series.
I would have liked it to be, because I liked the Death Gun. I think they went about it too fast. Like,
yeah.
like even like Sword Art Online itself, like that world went by too fast. They could have easily made that last an entire season.
Yeah, easily.
And they just made it happen. And I honestly like I don't know if they come out of any new episodes since the last one I saw, but Sword Art Online Abridged is arguably better.
Yeah.
Right?
Really.
It honestly is. Like it's.
I love Sword Art Online
It's
Abridged
amazing.
way better than original Sword Art.
For me, original Sword Art is beating it right now, just because I saw it all, I guess. But once I see probably the equal amount of Sword Art Online Abridged, I'm gonna like that a lot better. I almost guarantee it.
I like how the abridged isn't like normal abridged, where it's like, oh, like a 5-minute short. It's like, no, it's like an 18-minute
Yeah,
episode.
it is. Yeah.
This isn't abridged in the slightest, but I love it.
Yeah, and I like how they changed the order of some scenes too.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I or just like they completely changed like the way like someone's expressions mean and like I don't know.
I
like
just,
it.
abridged Kirito is my spirit animal.
I love the British Kirito.
Just-
British Kirito is so much cooler than normal Kirito.
Just the human race sucks.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Okay, what other topics do we have on
Alright,
the list?
so this is just like a curious thing. Are there any like if you ever need to smile, is there like a YouTube video you can go to? Because I have like 2, and they're obvious for me. I have the turtle eating an apple video and
Oh my
the
God!
Remy and the little puppy Remy videos.
Oh my god.
Mine is actually, you know, at the end of the SpongeBob movie when SpongeBob starts singing.
Yeah.
Echoes the rock song.
Oh, that.
That makes me smile. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
It's
That's
just,
good.
it's just so funny. I'm like, it brings out my inner kid. Of course, I love
I
it.
like it. I like it. Kat, do you have one?
I don't think so.
No?
Like I don't know. When I'm not feeling too bright, I don't know. I don't like. I usually go to people.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
Sometimes like I'll be like, I wish I had a YouTube video like that, but like nothing like comes to mind when I'm like, yeah, that video makes me laugh every time I see it.
Mhm.
I mean, Phil is Not on Fire 7 is like that, but I think after you watch it like 10 times, it loses its feel.
Yeah.
Which I've done. I don't really have like a video that I do that very often with.
I gotcha.
Like I think I try. Sometimes I'll like go on YouTube and like browse around and be like, oh my god, these videos are so dumb. But like there isn't one that I'm like, yeah, let's watch this one.
Gotcha. I understand.
And then it does cheer. Like usually that might happen, but it doesn't like cheer me up.
I understand that for sure.
But then I go talk to Hydro, and Hydro makes me feel better.
Woo! Classic Hydro. Okay, so we have I have like 4 more kind of topics left. Do we want to go with do we want to end funny or serious?
I'm getting tired, so whichever one takes less time.
Well, we're gonna go through all of them, honestly.
Okay.
But
Alright, what does the series revolve around?
there's two different ones: dreams and wishes.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, let's end on the serious. Let's start out funny.
Okay,
and
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
End on the serious.
All right, so this is kind of funny. But all right, name animals that would be dangerous being the size of a small child.
What? Oh my god. So like they get bigger?
Yes, I got one.
Chipmunks.
Scorpion.
Oh god, yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Animals, insects, anything.
Ah.
Any small, any animals that.
Oh, sorry. My dad came
Oh,
in.
it's okay.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes.
Oh god.
Spiders.
I don't want to think about spiders. Any bug that eats
bees.
things.
Like
Ah!
a small child-sized bee
Ah!
is coming at you.
You okay there, cat?
She doesn't like this.
No!
um,
Oh no.
try to think of like an animal that's big that would be dangerous small.
Elephant.
Like a rhino, maybe.
You get their small child when they're babies.
I mean,
Rhino could probably
like,
knock you over.
Yeah.
Ram
I
into you.
think that like lions would still be dangerous because they
Yeah.
just go from really aggressive big cat to
Aggressive
really
small
aggressive
cat.
You mean like my parents?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think like scorpions, mosquitoes. Those are like the
No, I don't want to think about
top
this.
bees, like any insect really, like spiders. All those things are probably like the best answers for it.
Mhm.
What? Can't really think of anything else.
Oh, I think I might have something that might be even more dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Smaller. Crocodiles.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't see them coming anymore.
No, you're right.
You could just step in a river and just immediately just have a foot bitten off.
Yeah,
It's your,
that's a good one.
your objective to terrify me to pieces.
Yeah. What if like a raptor was like a small child size?
Like a velociraptor?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna kill me.
Imagine it's like 5.
Nope, I am done. I am done.
Then your skin below the knee.
Dude, those things
That's
can
what it-
jump, man.
You think I can't punch?
5 velociraptors though come at you at the same time.
You see, that's why there's such a thing as indoors.
Well, you're outside.
Indoors.
You don't get to choose this. You don't choose when
Fine, then I will
velociraptors attack.
punt them.
You're gonna.
I will punt them.
I don't know. I think anyone would probably go down from 5 small child-sized velociraptors. Unless you're in like a car.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will give you that one.
Yeah.
Just, at least 1 or 2 of them are gonna have a couple broken ribs.
Yeah,
before I'm done.
that's yeah, definitely right. I mean, you could sit on one and I could die.
I could definitely bring it down from 5 to like maybe 2
like
before
yeah,
I die.
there might be 2 left, but like I think the numbers game might get you eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move to dreams. Okay. Are there like? I love talking about dreams and like nightmares. Honestly, are there any kind of like specific dream you guys have a lot, or nightmare, even?
I don't have like recently. I haven't had any repetitive
Okay.
dreams that I've had before. When I was a little kid,
Mhm.
I used to have nightmares about that one McDonald's character,
Which one?
Grimace, the purple one, the giant purple thing with like 6 arms. I hated him so much, and I used to have nightmares that we would play hide and seek, and he would always be the seeker, I'd always be the hider, and I would like run around my house, and I would like I'd like have 5 seconds to go hide. I would have to find somewhere, and then he would come and search for me, and I would have to be like waiting there. You know how in hide and seek you have to stay there for like a long time if you have a good hiding spot.
Exactly.
Either that, or sometimes I wouldn't even have like any time, or I wouldn't be able to find a hiding spot, and I'd have to like sit in the corner where it was clearly like I'm clearly there.
Oh.
And so he'd come find me. Like no matter where I was hiding, he would always find me. And And then what I'd have to do is I had to close my eyes really, really tight, and then my eyes would open in real life.
Oh.
And then wake up.
Huh. Guess Grimace isn't really, not really a big fan of him.
I don't even know. Like, I don't know where he, like...
Why you were scared of him?
I never really, like, hated him, like, as a child. Like, I never was like, ew,
It's Grimace, yeah. Like, you never...
I never
that.
really, like, had a thing against him. Like, he just appeared... One time I must have saw an image of him, and then he appeared in my nightmares continuously.
Okay. So... I'm gonna go to nightmares for me real quick. And, my most common theme of a nightmare is being late for things.
Oh.
I have this nightmare so very often where I'm just in like a different scenario and I'm just late for something.
Yeah.
I think that's because I always love being such on time for things. Like if I'm late, if like I can't be late to like a class. That's what happens the most, right? Especially during college. I have dreams that I'm late for a class, so I slept in, and I freak out. Like in my dream, I'm like going insane because I'm like, how did I sleep through? This is important. I need to be in class. And then when I wake up, I'm like, whew, okay.
Oh yeah. I didn't really like. I thought you meant like recurring, like specific recurring dreams. Like you've had this one before.
Oh, I mean,
I have similar themes.
Yeah, that's what I
like,
kind of meant. Themes.
I have a lot of nightmares about being late for class and missing the bus and like things happening and I'm not able to keep up with stuff. Like in school, I have nightmares about being in school and like time goes faster than I can move. And basically, like, I'm at my locker trying to get my books, and, like, the class is already over, or, like, I'm just so struggling to get to class, keep up with my homework and all that stuff. It happens all the
time. Mark, do you have any recurring themes in dreams and nightmares or anything?
I'd say the only one is just, like, for whatever reason, like, in my dreams, I always seem to end up getting into a fight.
Huh.
Just a fist fight. And always, it's like my arms just don't move, and it's like I'm punching them at like 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's just like it doesn't do anything. And I'm like, why can't I punch faster?
I've had that before.
It's like those dreams when you're trying to run away from something, but you're going in slow motion.
Yeah, that happens a lot too. But usually, it's more common that it's like, oh man, for whatever reason, I need to fight this person, and just all of a sudden my arms are just like jello.
Yeah, right.
I
know that
anything.
I've had that dream before, where it's like you go to throw a punch, and like it's just you can't throw it fast, and you just
it's so slow.
Yeah.
And you just like tap them almost.
And like it does nothing, and they just kind of like look at you.
It's like you're trying to punch underwater.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it feels like. And I wonder if that's just like a dream thing, right? Like, it's like it's like is your dream not allowing you to actually throw like a real punch right now? Like,
honestly, it's because your body puts you in a state of sleep paralysis when you sleep.
Yeah.
And so then your limbs feel super heavy when you're asleep, and so in your dreams,
it gets transferred.
Yeah, the feeling gets transferred that your body feels extremely heavy and you can't do anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, is that like proven by like science and stuff?
I believe so. You might have to double check me on that.
That's more like psychology based, right?
Whatever. I had a theory just a second ago, like that it might be an interpretation of how you feel in life. Like it might because you can interpret your dreams to see what your subconscious is thinking about, what it's trying to tell you, and all that stuff. So like the fact that you're slower than the person who's chasing you or whatever it's chasing you might be representative of something that's happening in your life.
Like you can't outrun your fears.
Something like that.
You can't outrun your past and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
That's some good dream talk. Alright, so the last topic I have for today, episode 100, is there's no restrictions on this wish. If you had one wish and you have you have to make it right now, what would it be? Could be about anything.
Okay, wait, can you repeat that for a second? Sorry.
There's no restrictions on this wish whatsoever. But you have one wish and you have to make it right now.
I'm gonna have to think about this. Oh no. No, why do you do this? I would probably I like people.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's like one of the main reasons that I like. You always ask yourself like, what are my values? Why am I like here? What am I doing with my life and all that stuff? Like, I'm always like, yeah, well, I like people and people like me. So, I would probably do something related to people. Like, I would probably say, I know it sounds cheesy, but true love.
Okay.
Something like that. Or I would say like to meet like all my internet friends in real life.
That's cool. That's cool.
Or to be able to maintain all of my friendships properly, because I lose touch with a lot of people like by accident. Like I don't message them or they don't message me.
Yeah.
Just touch. Like to have the ability to manage that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Either that or this one's kind of, you might say it's selfish compared to my other ones. I might say emotional stability.
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair wish. Yeah.
'Cause like I don't want to have to like struggle with anxiety, and I was depressed a long time ago. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
have to go through anything like that again. Like I don't like emotional stability, being able to maintain your emotions properly and like not have to go through any like super deep emotional like
Trauma.
Yeah.
trauma in your
Okay.
life.
That's
like
a good.
that.
That's a good one, honestly.
With me, it would just be knowing the solution to like the problems that people will tell me, because like people come to me like occasionally and like just
That's a
asking
good
for
idea.
advice, and I wish I knew
What to tell them?
what to tell them that would help them, and like that would be the one thing, just to always know the right words to say to help someone.
That's good. I actually really like that one. Mine
Yeah.
would probably be. I just wish that all of my friends have a very successful life.
That is so sweet.
That's literally what I'd wish, because I don't care if my life's not successful, but if every friend I have, all of their
Well,
lives are
let's
successful.
say Hydro, if there are no restrictions to this wish, you can just be like you can include yourself in that somehow. Like word it so that like all of the people that you value, or all like everyone within your friend group, has a successful life, and you are part of your friend group. So
Oh, don't worry, he's still getting the benefit of this because we have a deal.
Yeah, we all have a deal, so.
We all have a
Oh.
deal. It's no, the deal is if one of us gets rich, then they hire the rest of us for the rest
Like
of our
as
lives.
like bodyguards, quote unquote, and we basically
Oh.
just hire us to like chill with them and play video games.
Yeah,
all day.
they just hire us to chill with them and just hang out.
Yeah.
So that's the deal. If one of us gets filthy rich, then the rest of us all mooch off of them.
Yes.
well, now Hydro's got all set. So
Hey.
So if he wished for all of his friends to be rich, then he can
Oh
mooch
wow,
off
yeah,
of
I
all
wasn't
of his
even thinking of
friends.
that, but yes, it's perfect. That's gonna work. Hey, you guys all be successful, okay?
I won't do anything, but I'll just mooch off of you
Exactly.
guys.
Hey, if I could wish, I wish that all of you are successful, and then I could mooch off you guys then, I guess, right?
Yeah, and then you have.
Or
then
I could still become successful though. Like I would just have to do it like without the magical powers of a wish.
Well,
Yeah.
the good news is, if you're surrounded by successful
Yes.
people, it's a lot easier to find success because they all know people in high places.
Exactly. So I probably would be able
Yes.
to succeed in my own way.
I don't know what it is. My Spanish teacher, knowing people in like high places. This is what it's related to. My Spanish teacher. He was like going to, I think it was, I don't really know, Canada or something, and there was like a debut showing of some movie or play or something, and like his wife's friend's cousin's dad or something like that knew the manager of Adam Sandler.
Oh, really?
And so Adam Sandler was going to be at that play or production, whatever it was, and he got to sit next to him.
Oh, that's really cool.
He got to sit
Wow.
next to Adam Sandler.
That's pretty cool. It's like, oh my god, you're
Wow.
Adam Sandler. Oh my god, I'm Adam Sandler. That's how that comes.
Oh my god, I'm Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, that'd be pretty nice to have like friends in high places, be able to like be related to that without being linked directly to the fame.
Yeah, right.
So then you don't have to deal with all like the famous people problems.
Yeah, if everyone else is around you, they could just like give you a nice bunch of cool free stuff because they are.
Yeah, man.
It's like, hey Tony, you want these front row seat baseball tickets? Yeah, one of my boss's friend just happened to have them and gave them away.
Oh wait.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll take it. Let's go.
Front row seats, let's go.
Of course I'll go.
Hey, I'm taking a business trip up to Japan and I need a roommate. You want to join?
Oh yeah, dude, that would be the life. Honestly, I would love to have like that kind of life, where people just bring me everywhere with them.
I get rich, Hydro. I got this.
Yes.
I got
Catch in on the deal now.
Yep.
Okay, official. Woo. That makes what?
6
people?
6.
Okay.
1 in 6 chance.
No, we're all just gonna be relying on each other to get famous.
It's a 1 in 6 chance, though. I like it though. We're playing the odds here. One of us, the odds are saying that one of us has to be somewhat successful.
Yeah.
So we're gonna win. We're gonna win the game of life, people.
We got this.
Speaking of the game of
We
life.
can get the whole world.
No, go ahead. You can.
No, you can.
I was gonna say if you guys wanted to wrap our little podcast here up, it's up to you.
I don't have any other topics,
yeah,
and
I
I
got
feel
nothing.
that this has been pretty successful.
I think we had an
It's been a
amazing
lot of fun.
podcast here.
Mhm.
Honestly, I think
It's
this lived
been
up to the
great.
#1 podcast. I think it really did.
Yeah.
You think it was
Yeah, I
worth it?
think it did. I don't think I have to revisit it.
This has been probably one of my favorite podcasts in a long time.
Yeah, definitely. It was a nice, like, it was all relaxed and everything, and we just reminisced, and nostalgia was so
Yeah.
real.
I got to reminisce with all like these wonderful memories.
That was great.
Just make me feel warm and fuzzy
Yeah,
inside.
very warm and all the fuzzies.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, everyone, this has been episode 100 of Background Noise. I appreciate you all for watching. I appreciate you all for being a part of this monumental episode. And thank you for watching. And goodbye. I love everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.